Basically, my role is taking the Playboy brand and monetizing it on television and mobile and online. So we've got about 100 new hours of soft erotic content that we produce every year, plus a huge library of high-budget, soft erotic movies and series. So we take that content and we pretty much look for either licensees or partners where we can create television channels, where we can create websites, where we can download mobile content, and basically look to add value to our company by establishing new revenue streams. And in Asia, for example, we're a bit restricted. There's kind of a dividing line that sort of separates North and South Asia for us. We're pretty well established in Japan and Korea, here in Hong Kong, and looking to get started in Taiwan. And then for the rest of Southeast Asia and potentially China and India, we're looking at a slightly different model where we're producing or beginning to produce lifestyle content using the Playboy brand.
In Southeast Asia, where it's more conservative, are you then you're having a harder time getting the TV going then? Is it easier with online and with mobile there because it's more personal?
Actually, mobile is a problem throughout Asia for us, and it's a similar situation, interestingly, to the US, where the telcos are very conservative themselves, and even though they may be able to, from a regulatory standpoint, offer downloadable clips or a streaming channel, they're choosing not to do it. So even a market like Japan, which has a huge mobile industry, we haven't been able to get our content onto any of the platforms there. We are here in Hong Kong and we are in Taiwan with mobile content. In Southeast Asia, we actually are on a lot of the mobile platforms, but with just wallpaper, just really the rabbit head logo and some of our artwork, but no video.
At the moment, the content that you're actually licensing out here or partnering out here, is that's the American content, or it's localized? Are you creating? How much content are you actually creating in this marketplace?
I mean, I like to characterize our channel in Japan really as the white girl channel, and we've kind of relied on this niche of being very American. And in Japan there's 30 some odd adult or erotic channels that we're competing with, and literally they're all local channels except ours. So we do reasonably well because we've carved out that little niche. Having said that, in most major markets, though, we need to localize. In Asia, we're just starting to acquire some local content to put on our Asian channels in Hong Kong, Korea, Japan, and soon Taiwan, because we need it to compete. We haven't yet put a plan in place to produce any local content out here, but we've been starting to acquire it.
How does Macau play into it all?
You know, there's a whole Macau Studio City thing that's being developed there, and ideally we're going to produce some kind of a show out of Macau that would likely be more of a lifestyle, non-nude show that we can use as kind of a gateway into Southeast Asia.
Out of all the activities you've got going on over the next while, but still considering the market, what is exciting you about business at the moment?
A couple things. I mean, when I joined the company, I was really attracted to the brand. I mean, the whole sort of adult side of the business is not really of interest to me, and it's not my background. And so the idea of being able to take this brand and reshape it and come up with the kind of content that's more has more humor elements to it. We're doing more reality shows. We're doing things that can not only play on a erotic pay TV channel, but can be licensed to broadcasters.
Now, what mobile device do you have on you? You still using the BlackBerry, or what are you?
I'm stuck on the BlackBerry, and it's my lifeline. But yeah, I'm maybe a little bit too old to really have embraced a mobile device as far as consuming content, video content in particular. But it is a big part of our business, and we're certainly paying a lot of attention to it.
What's wrong with it for you?
Well, for me, it's really about the screen. It's just not suitable for watching anything more than a couple of minutes.
Do you watch any content off the laptop? Are you watching news or?
Yes. Now that I'm a Mac, I've entered the Mac world. I've my MacBook Pro, which I find quite easy for accessing, and the quality of video on that is quite good. So I've been starting to watch a little sports on there. I haven't yet actually started buying any television shows or anything, but I will look at news clips and sports, and increasingly so.
Good. Okay. I think we're done. Yeah. Excellent. Thank you, Steve. Thanks very much.
Pleasure.
It's good to have you in.